Riding with Ree, and this week we are not in London. We are back home in the Cotswolds where I grew up, and right now we are at Durhams Farm Riding School. This is the riding school that taught me how to ride from when I was 9 all the way up to my late teens. I'm going to take you with me as we go around the farm and give you a little insight into my childhood, so let's go inside. You are the owner of Durhams Farm Riding School.
That's right, I am.
So tell us a little bit about how you got started, how long Durhams Farm's been going for, all of that. How did it begin?
Right, it started actually when my daughter Sarah had her first pony Miniman, which we are talking now because Sarah's 32, so it would be about 25 years ago. We just couldn't bear to part with Miniman really, so I've done quite a lot of teaching in the past anyway, so I just thought, well, actually I'll start using them to teach. So that's how it started.
That is incredible. And now you have, how many horses do you currently have?
We've got about 35.
35, so you've gone from a Miniman to an empire of 35 horses.
Exactly.
Being back at Durhams was just brilliant. They really care about the horses here and they pass that on to whoever learns to ride. They've worked with the Riding for the Disabled for many years, and they have horses here who, though retired, are still very much loved and used to teach horse care to new students. And I think that shows a real respect for the animal beyond just their ability to be ridden. On the day that I visited Durhams Farm, they were in the middle of this year's Senior Pony Camp, which is as good as it sounds, a week-long experience with your pony, doing different activities every day, all COVID friendly of course. I got to meet some of the girls taking part, and they kindly invited me along on their epic 3-hour hack around some of the best countryside the Cotswolds has to offer. Good morning. Who is this lovely boy/girl?
My lone pony Dobby. He's a 13 3-year-old pony and I've loaned him for just over a year now. This is my second camp with him.
Oh, and this is senior camp right now that's going on, right?
This is senior camp.
Love that. Thank you very much. Who is this gorgeous little creature? Hi Frankie. You're very cute. Another grey. Who is this?
This is Sammy.
And who are you?
I'm Anna.
Anna and Sammy. Nice to meet you. Hello Sammy. You are personless. No, you're not. Hello. Who are you and who is this?
I'm Sophie, this is Blackberry.
Hi, Blackberry. Look at that lemur. I see ya with your gorgeous little lemur head collar. Thank you very much. Excellent timing, ladies. Excellent timing. Carnage. Absolute carnage. Right. Who have we got here?
This is Moneypenny.
And who are you?
I'm Celia.
Moneypenny, what a name. That's Jack, I know who that is. I remember you. Jack is a horse that I rode a little bit as a teenager, so I got out some old photos. Here's me aged about 17, giving Jack a jump. He just gives me so much confidence over fences. He's a lovely jumper and really such a wonderful horse. And who are you?
I'm Lily.
I think we've seen you in a video before,
Yes,
potentially. 1,000 riders.
Yeah.
Hello Jack, how old is Jack now?
He's 25 now.
25, looking like a 4-year-old.
Yeah,
Look at him. With that lemur? Yes, Jack. Hello.
Hi!
Who are you and who is this?
I'm here and this is Magic.
Magic, putting up with you, I see. He is gorgeous. Who is this? And who are you? Danny, hello, and who are you?
Lorna.
Lorna and Danny. Look at those dapples. Yes, Danny. Good morning. Who are you and who is this?
This is Rudolph.
Rudolph. What a lovely set of ponies and riders. They're all looking fabulous. Before I knew it, it was time to jump on board and join the girls for a hack. I was riding Jolie for the day. Oh, sorry. Run. I'm coming. We're coming. As I mentioned, my horse for the day was the lovely Jolie, who was on her summer holidays at Durhams Farm from Moulton Moral College nearby. As we were riding, I had a little chat to my old instructor. You don't look any different. You literally don't look any older. I cannot cope. Do you remember teaching me? Yeah. What was I like to teach? Not very brave, probably.
I would say you were fairly normal, really.
Aww.
There aren't many people that are naturally brave. always try.
I always say to people, I'm not naturally a talented rider, but I work very hard. Oh my goodness. It was at this point I wondered, what have I gotten myself into? Watch my knees. Oh.
I'm going to let you reclaim him because we're probably going to go for a canter up the field. Okay. And I'd hate him to join in.
I should mention that this hack is full of really experienced riders who know their horses very well, know each other very well, and therefore they feel comfortable, you know, cantering past each other and whatever. But in a normal riding school scenario, you wouldn't have horses cantering past each other, you would have the instructor at the front. So I just wanted to mention that in case anyone was worried. Yeah, I was going to say to you, I was like, have I got brakes, Sue? Or should I hold her? Or... But then halfway I was like, oh yes, you're done. You're done.
But they just love having a bash.
Yeah.
Oh, we might as well.
Kira's dropped the water.
Who's going to pick it up? Pick it up, Celia.
You having fun there, Sue?
If anybody wants to go and jump the log, feel free.
Yeah.
Go that way, but don't go. Go that way, but wait. So there's plenty of room for them to move.
Oh, Jacoby!
Woo! Oh, God!
Oh.
Oh, not. Right, okay. You three, do you want to go?
Good girl.
Are they still in the woods?
No, they're in my pocket.
So this is great. She's going to never go. I hack my legs.
Da da da! Are you a good girl? Halfway through our hack, Pat drove down and met us with some snacks. Typically this would be at a pub, but obviously with COVID all of the pubs are shut. And then as we started up again, the rain came down and we found ourselves with a fallen tree. So here you can see some of the girls have got off and they're just wrestling with that branch to bring it down to a height that makes it suitable for everyone on the ride to jump.
It's only about 2'3" now. It's just a little bit wide. So just give yourself a little room.
Good girl. Once we were back from the hack and had untacked our horses, I got to meet two of Durhams Farm's smallest residents.
Oh my goodness. Be careful, this is an escape artist. This is Artie. They'll either eat it or knock it all over.
One thing I have to tell you is that every year when COVID allows, the Durhams Farm ponies go to Wilderness, and of course Paddy goes along with them, and here is a few of my favourite pictures of him at the 2019 Wilderness Festival at Cornbury Park. He is just gorgeous.
Paddy is his sidekick, or whether it's the other way round.
Finally, I headed back over to the clubhouse to speak to instructor Sally about the questions you ask me most about riding schools, from learning to ride as an adult to loaning from a riding school. A little bit soaked from the ride, but I'll have to get on with it. So, Sally, tell us who you are.
I'm Sally Allen. I've worked for PAP for quite a while, passed my riding instructor exams, and now I do instructing. I also have my own little horse who we try and do dressage with. She's better than I am.
I'm sure that's not true.
Oh, it is. It is.
Now, a question that I get asked quite a lot on my blog is particularly from adult riders who want to learn to ride or want to take on their first share, and I think some of them feel a bit nervous about coming to a riding school as an adult and feel like perhaps it's all children and they'll feel really old and, you know, uncomfortable. I disagree with that, but I'd love to hear from someone who works at a riding school.
Yeah, I disagree with it totally. We've had people in their 60s want to learn to ride, even if it's only walk and trot, so they can go for a little hike. They get the same amount of enjoyment out of it as children. It's also a really good way of staying fit.
It's true.
Because if you're not fit, it's just not going to work. If you want to do it, then go and do it. Don't back off from a riding school just because it's called a riding school.
I think the other thing that I get asked a lot by people is when they're looking to take on a share, they say, you know, do I go private and go to a single owner, a livery yard, or do I loan from a riding school? And I certainly know why I would push someone towards a riding school, but I would love to hear from someone who sees it working every day, why you might choose a riding school over a private owner.
We look after them 24/7 no matter what, whether you're ill or whatever, they will still be looked after. They're also exercised regularly because we use them for lessons and things, so they get a variety. You might only want to hack them, but they still need to do a certain amount of schooling. If you want to use the pony, if you let us know, the pony will be here.
I think particularly for your first loan as well, I think what people forget is that when you're at a riding school, there's always someone around that can answer your question, and it's because it's such an educational environment. People are used to answering those questions, they generally have the knowledge and they're quite happy to show you it. Whereas when you are private, you don't necessarily have somebody to ask because the owner's not there. So it can feel quite scary to know that, you know, if you miss something on that horse, if you miss an injury or a sign of illness, that might not then be picked up for a couple of days by the owner, whereas at a riding school, I think that would never ever happen.
It's a real good opportunity for children, teenagers and adults that are thinking of having a pony or can't afford their own pony. You get the enjoyment of riding that pony, learning to ride that pony, and also learning all the other aspects, you know, mucking out, grooming, feeding them, looking after them. So they get all that, but without the final responsibility of having to make the crucial decisions of, yeah, you need a vet.
What would you say, what's the favourite part of your job here?
One of the main things I really like about Durhams is the fact that, like Hagen, he's retired, but he hasn't just been stuck out to grass or been put to sleep. He's still here, he goes out with his mates, comes in, he's still groomed, he's still looked after. And that's because he's still loved. You've got to love them no matter what.
I love that. Just because a horse can't be ridden anymore, it doesn't mean that their value is gone.
No.
There's so much more than that, and I think that's really important and really lovely actually, isn't it? Thank you very much.
You're very
Thanks for
welcome.
having me.
You're very welcome. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Okay.